Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a shop my stash for the winter season. So I do these videos seasonally. I used to do them monthly. I think at one time I did them every other week. I can't remember. I've pared it down to a seasonal shop my stash. And so what I like to do is pull some products out of my collection that either inspire me for the season or scream that season to me, or I'm inspired to use, or sometimes just things I haven't gotten enough use out of. So that's what we're doing today. I will preface this video by saying this is the first video that I have filmed in a while. This is the first video that I've filmed since our dog Charlie passed away. So I just wanted to take a moment and thank everybody who has reached out over the last little while. It has been a very difficult time. It's been a very difficult time. And your messages and comments and DMs and checking in on me and all of the things have been very much appreciated. And I thank you very much. So we're gonna stop there because I really rather just not get super emotional today. So let's dive into some makeup. As you can probably imagine, I'm finding the holidays, the idea of the holidays, very difficult this year, just with that loss being so fresh. So I was looking through my collection last night and I was trying to think of like what gets me excited, what makes me feel like, yeah, I could create like a really fun holiday look. And if that's the one thing I can look forward to this holiday season, then that's something, right? So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I'm going to talk about the palettes first because we love palettes on this channel. So the first one, the one that I had like in my mind, I had two in my mind that I knew I wanted to put into this stash. And the first one is this palette here. So this is the Abh Norvina palette. I believe this is volume 1. Yes, it's volume 1. This was gifted to me by one of my clients, and you can see it's still in the packaging, like it's still in the unit carton. So she gave this to me in the fall, sometime close to my birthday, I believe, and I was really excited to get it. I had already done my shop my stash for the fall, and I had sort of some looks there that I knew I wanted to create, so I kind of tucked this one aside because while I think this is a really great palette, especially for the spring, I think there's some really fun like wintry looks in there as well, with like the purples and the blues, and like I really love this like light sort of lavender shimmery color. I have not dipped into this at all yet. It's a brand new palette. I'm sorry, I know that's like reflecting the light, but I'm really excited to use this, and I think it's going to pair nicely with some of the other palettes that I've put in that are not so vibrant. So very excited to play around with this. Let me know in the comments down below if you've used any of these Norvina palettes that she came out with. I have not, so I'm excited to try it out. The other palette I knew I wanted to put in was this one here. So this is the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes palette. This was holiday last year for Urban Decay. Does anyone know, did Urban Decay come out with a holiday palette this year? I was thinking about that last night. I was like, did they? Like, I don't remember seeing anything holiday from them. Comment down below if they did and I just missed it. But this was holiday last year. I love the packaging. This makes me so happy. I've got like all my little stones right here. I'm really into like the stones and the crystals and all of the things. So really, really beautiful sort of companion palette. I just dropped the little brush out of there. This is the type of palette where it's not one that I would use sort of on its own. I would use it like in conjunction with another palette. These glitters are so interesting and unique. They're almost a cross between like a glitter and like almost a super shock shadow. They're an interesting texture. So I think these will make really great like topper shades, especially with some of the fun colors that are in that ABH palette. So I really haven't used this as much as I would have liked. There's definitely a couple of colors in here. I think these two have never been touched. So I definitely want to try to at least use every color in this one time. And then I figured if I'm gonna put in the Stoned Vibes palette, I may as well put in the mini that came with it. So I bought this for myself. I usually buy myself a palette for Christmas. I usually buy myself a palette for my birthday and for Christmas. I like palettes. So I bought this one for myself for Christmas, and then one of my clients bought me the little baby-sized one that goes with it. And this actually has totally different colors than what are in the other palettes, so there's no duplicates. I have some of these colors on my eyes today. I have this in the crease blended in with another color, and I actually have this blue sparkle topped over top of another shadow that I'm going to talk about in a bit. So this is really cute, pretty. If I was going to like go stay overnight at someone's house over the holidays, this would be a great little travel palette, and always fun to kind of do a set, right? So those three, and then the last palette I decided to put in is this one here. So this is the Tarteist Pro Palette from Tarte, the Amazonian Clay palette. And I have this on my eyes as well today. So it's hard to show you these ones that have this like metallic background. It's like reflecting my face and the light. So I actually have this purple on in conjunction with those other shadows that I just talked to you about. This palette smells like, I don't know, cookies or something. I really like that. It brings me a weird amount of joy that this smells like sweet. So I thought this gives me a lot of sort of mattes and neutrals to work with, to sort of pair with those other palettes that are either more like toppers or the Norvina palette that's much more colorful. So I thought this would kind of go nicely with the other palettes that I have chosen. So gonna play around with those. These are all palettes that I've not used as much as I would like. So we've got 4 palettes. And I always mention in my Shop My Stash videos, I don't limit myself just to what's in my Shop My Stash for the entire season. I do grab other things out of my collection as I like, and as I receive new things in BoxyCharm, so on and so forth. I'm still testing new products, things like that. But these are the products where they'll be in my sort of top drawer of my vanity for the season. And then I always like to throw in some sort of specialty like eye product. So sometimes I'll do like a liquid glitter, sometimes I'll do some Super Shock shadows or something like that. And this time I pulled these little Stila shadows. Now, I don't think that they make these anymore, but these are their Magnificent Metal Eyes, and these are really something. I hardly ever wear these because they're like very special. They're very sparkly, they're very metallic. So I've got like a silver one here and a more like bronzy gold one here. I'll swatch these for you guys, just so you can see. They have almost like a putty texture to them. They're really, really unique. These were gifted to me, I think, from a friend. I think my friend Billy gave these to me. I can't remember. But they're almost wet. It's a really unique texture. But that's them. Like, I don't know if you can, especially the sort of gold color, like they're almost wet, very reflective, very, very metallic. So I thought those could make some really fun, like Christmas, New Year's kind of looks, you know, something really special for like a special occasion type of thing. I don't personally have any like parties to go to over the holidays, but I still like to, you know, even if I'm just hanging out with my friends playing Yahtzee, I still like to, you know, put a little sparkle on the eyes on a special occasion. So that's it for the eye products. I did decide to throw in a face palette. So this is the Iconic London Blaze Chaser face palette. And the reason I picked this is because this reminded me of like Christmas lights. I was like, yeah, Christmas. I don't know. Just doing whatever we can to be inspired right now. And this is kind of an all-in-one palette. So I do have this on my face today. So I have this matte bronzer on today, and I kind of mixed the 2 blushes, and then I've got this highlighter on. So I've been enjoying face palettes lately more so than I usually do, partly because I do share a vehicle with my husband. So sometimes I'm coming into work a few hours before my first client. So sometimes I'm doing my makeup at work when I get here, and it's so easy to just grab a palette like this that has all of my cheek products in it, rather than grabbing like a separate blush and a separate bronzer and a separate highlight and having all these separate things. You know, I've got everything in this nice little palette. It's got a mirror that I can use to put my makeup on, and it's just easy and it looks like Christmas lights. So why not this one, right? The other sort of cheek products that I have set aside here, I have this one. This is the Seraphine Botanicals Primrose and Creme cheek palette, lip and cheek palette. This is like a cream blush trio. I've been really enjoying this one. I got it in my last BoxyCharm. I do want to get like a full review in for you guys on this in an upcoming speed reviews, and these colors are pretty unique to my collection, especially within my cream cheek product collection. So these are quite neutral, so I thought, you know, with some of the more colorful and sparkly looks that I have planned, this will be a nice option. I am also really enjoying the cream products on more of my no makeup days. Usually when I'm filming, I do more like a full face of makeup with more of the powder products to kind of lock everything in. But on the days when I'm not filming, I'm mostly just wearing like a tinted moisturizer and a little bit of cream blush and, you know, eyebrows and such. So this is a really nice little palette for that, nice and compact and small, and I want to make sure that, like I said, I'm trying it out really well before I review it for you guys. And then I thought I would throw this cream highlight in. I did a recent video on the Merit products. I'll link that in the description box down below, but this is their Day Glow highlighting balm. And so far I'm liking this better than any other like cream highlighter that I have. So I wanted to throw this in. That's the shade right there. I have the shade Cava. It's like just a nice champagne kind of a color. I thought that would pair really nicely with, you know, the Seraphine Botanicals little cheek palette. And I know that I love the Merit blushes, so I don't feel like I need to like focus on them so that I can get my full thoughts on them, where this one I'm still testing out a little bit, but I am really enjoying it. And I wasn't gonna put any lip products in. In my mind, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother putting lip products in because I wear a mask every day and like, what's the point? But I'm sorry, I'm trying really hard not to have a bad attitude, but it's hard sometimes to just like, you know, get excited about things. So as I was going through my collection and pulling products out for this video today, I realized that I have four lip products that I bought and then just never used. So I decided we'll just throw those in and then I'll use them. So the first two are these lip glosses from Fenty Beauty. So I bought these in a little mini set. So I have the shade Fenty Glow and Pink Dragonfly. I have Pink Dragonfly on today with a lip liner. My gosh, these are the most comfortable lip glosses. They smell so good. They feel so nice on the lips. I was like, what a fool. I bought these, I was so excited about them, and then I just put them in a drawer and never used them. So happy to have these in the stash for this season. I know I'll get a ton of use out of them. I do love just like a lip gloss and a lip liner, especially in the winter when my lips are dry. And then I had also gotten a deluxe sample size of the Fenty Cream Gloss Balm, and this is also in the shade Fenty Glow, so this one has a little bit more color to it. Again, I've not worn this. I got it as a freebie with my last Sephora order, and it's just been sitting in the drawer with these two. And then the last one is this lipstick from e.l.f. So this is their Seriously Satin lipstick, and I have the shade Creme. And it just looks like this. I think this would be really nice with like a little bit of a darker lip liner to give you almost that ombre effect, or even over top of a darker liquid lipstick, like just in the middle. So I do want to play around with that. That was why I bought this. And then I've just been wearing a lot of lip balm and masks, you know? So I'm gonna put those into the stash, and then I can definitely be sure to at least wear them when I'm filming. So those are the products that I've pulled out of my collection for the season. Really excited to play around with some of these things, see what kind of looks I can create. I know I haven't been posting a lot on Instagram. I will try to get some like makeup of the day photos posted again soon. I've really been slacking off on that, but I'll get better. It'll be great. It'll be fine. I'm sure I'll find some occasions to dress up for a little bit and do some more fun like glam makeup, and of course always for videos. So I hope you guys like this video. Do let me know what products you're going to be looking at focusing on for the winter. Do you have certain palettes that you like to pull out for the winter? Do you have certain colors that you're more drawn to in the winter time? I definitely find myself leaning more towards like cooler tones and smoky eye looks and things like that in the winter time. So I'd love to hear what you like in the winter time in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.